You sure Murray will do it?
You can bet your sweet life on that. Like I said, just got to say her name and the boy goes berserk.
Oh, we did have a lovely time.
Another thing, I don't want any bitch stuffing up the concert.
Hang about, Lou. Maybe we can do a deal with the lady.
What do you mean?
We're going to need a little help from someone during the concert. Keeping the screws off us for a while.
A diversion, you mean?
Right, girl. Help us out, and I'll give you the lowdown on how to get out of here. You interested?
I gave them to me, Dad.
I am.
How was your holiday?
Well, thanks for asking. But a holiday is when I choose to go.
Reception? What? Yes, straight away. Mrs. Morris. One of the women's hung herself.
Where?
East corridor. Mrs. Powell's there.
Get the sister.
We don't have one anymore.
Now, come on. Let's move out of the way. Quickly, quickly. Oh, thank God.
She'll be all right.
I said for the sisters, best not to move her.
We haven't a replacement yet.
Oh, no. Sorry. Come on, what about the doctor?
Yeah, the hospital's been called. Meg, would you get this lot to the dining room?
Right, straight away. Come on, ladies, stop gawking. Move off to lunch. Come on.
Well, go on. You get out too. I'll call if I need help.
But I want to stay and
Just
see...
move it, Miss Baker. Okay, Dempster. Well, don't you think you've caused enough trouble?
I couldn't help it. It was all so hopeless.
Come on. Stop looking for sympathy.
Oh, you got no right to say that.
What? You think I should give you pity?
Just leave me alone.
Why? So you can try it again? Look, all you're doing is hitting out at your family.
It's ridiculous.
Is it? Look, you kill yourself. Everybody feels bad about it. Your husband, your child, even the people in the prison.
It's not
Isn't
true.
it?
I love Peter. I love Michelle.
Listen to me. You thought you'd found a way of hitting out at your husband so he couldn't hit back.
No.
Well, it's about time I had a few straight words with him.
Oh, no, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can. Now, look. Do I have to put restraining straps on you?
Oh.
Make sure the ladies get their tea while it's still hot, Mitchell. Mitchell?
Yes, sir.
He's a grumpy old bugger. Thinks he's still in the army or something.
No, I don't mind. That Benny's always picking on Andy.
Well, that's not your worry. Blokes are supposed to look after themselves.
Oh, yeah, but Andy's different.
What? He's not one of those, is he?
No. No, but he's sort of gentle-like.
I know what you mean. Sounds as though you got a bit of a crush on him.
Oh, I reckon I must have. It's never felt like this before.
Now, you take it easy, because these prison romances, they never amount to anything.
Sounds like the voice of experience.
Yeah. Well, I was sick. But that was different. He was a lot older than you. Oh, a lot older. But we had a lot in common. Gardening.
Yeah, well, Andy and me have got a lot in common too, you know. Like we might both be out in 18 months or so.
Yeah. Well, you just watch it. Because you know, love, I only want you to be happy.
Yeah, thanks, Lizzie. We will be.
Oh.
I don't believe this. What sort of a place are you running here? I mean, what happens if some of my clients find out?
I don't think that's the point, Mr. Dempster.
Don't you now? Well, what sort of protective custody do you call it when a woman can just casually hang herself in one of your cells?
You don't seem very concerned about your wife's problems.
Problems? My God, she's the problem. I don't even know what I'm doing here. You're supposed to be looking after her now.
Oh. Well, At least you're helping me understand why she tried to kill herself.
What does that mean?
If you could take your mind off your own work for a few moments, you might see the reasons yourself.
I don't have to take that sort of abuse from the likes of you.
Yes, I think you do, Mr. Dempster. There is a lot at stake here.
Are you saying that it's my fault?
Your wife had these problems before she came here. And she came from the home life you gave her.
That's crazy. I worked my guts out to give that woman everything she could possibly ask for.
And did she ask for them?
She didn't have to.
Look, I have been through the traumas of bringing up children. Now, I know how a woman in Sally's position needs real support.
And you're saying that she didn't get it from me?
Well, she tries to kill herself. And your main concern is still for yourself. Yes, I would say that makes you a big part of her problem.
Look, I did everything for Sally and my child. I worked damn hard, so don't blame me for this. You women, you always want to blame some man. I suppose it was my fault she ran over me at the airport as well. What else could I do for her?
You could have got off your own little ego trip long enough to ask her what she wanted.
But it was all for her.
Then for God's sakes, tell her that, not me. You can have 10 minutes, Miss Ratcliffe.
Thank you. How are you now?
Sorry, Peter.
Forget it. Maybe we've both got a lot to be sorry about. Your Mrs. Powell just gave me a verbal rap over the knuckles.
She had no right to do that.
Oh, she made me think. Been pretty selfish about all this, haven't I?
You had your work.
Oh, don't make excuses for me, Sal. While I was in hospital, the firm sent young Bob over to Adelaide to clear up that deal I was working on. Well, he wrapped the whole thing up in 2 days. I couldn't have done better myself.
You set it up.
Well, that's just the point, darling. I set it up from my office here. There was no need for him to go traipsing around all over the country. That's a junior rep's job. And it really looks like it would have been more use at home, doesn't it?
What about the divorce?
What divorce? Michelle needs both of us. So what do you say?
Oh, Peter.
And we've really got to work out something about your court appearance tomorrow.
Oh, like what?
Well, if your Mrs. Powell is correct, as I'm beginning to think she is, I'm as much to blame for this mess as you are. So I'll make it look like I provoked you.
No, you can't.
Of course I can. Anyway, my solicitor said that the courts don't like inflicting imprisonment for domestic conflicts.
You do that after.
Well, not just for you, Sal. For us.
Barker, Kennedy, Shepherd, Murray, Worth, Martin, Dobbs, Gaffney, Stokes.
Oh, they let back in whilst we was out. Hello, Mrs. M.
Chrissy, Lawson, and Birdsworth.
Mrs. Lamb, God, it's good to see you back again. I thought you mightn't be coming back.
Oh, I wouldn't leave you, Lizzie.
Yeah, well, that, Miss Ferguson, we just want you to know we're all on your side.
No, Lizzie, no talk like that.
I just want you to know who your mates are.
I'll remember, Lizzie. Now, you get moving before you lock down.
Oh, God, we wouldn't want that, would we? Oh, Lord.
Well, good luck for tomorrow.
Thanks, Mrs. Powell. And thanks for everything else.
You're welcome.
Good morning. Yeah. Thought you might like to wear this.
Thank you, Mrs. Morris.
How are you feeling now?
I'm beginning to get scared again.
What, of the court?
Partly. Peter says he wants to have another go, but if they send me back here, he might have second thoughts.
Hey, you haven't much faith in him.
No, it's me I haven't much faith in. I mean, even if the court sends me home, I've still got the problem of Michelle.
Well, at least you're facing it. That's the hardest obstacle to overcome in these cases.
It's so hard admitting that you treat your child like that. Why, even you avoid using the words.
Child bashing? Yes, well, it does have rather an unpleasant sound to it, doesn't it? But it is just another problem after all. And I'm sure with the support of your husband and the help of the Child Protection Society, you can handle it.
Yes, I can. I think. It's such a terrible thing to attack your own child.
I'm sure there's hardly a mother who doesn't know the feeling, including this one. It's just a difference of degree.
Thanks for telling me that.
You're not on your own, that's all.